Hey, what's going on, you guys? Real quick, I wanted to talk to you guys real quick about this new game that came out. It's free to play. It's called Apex Legends. Now, this game came out recently, and I've seen a lot of viewers who, usually watch or play Fortnite start to transfer over into Apex. Now, when I first looked at Apex, I didn't really see anything too special about it. I was just like, okay, it's another first-person shooter. It's got a battle royale mode or whatever other modes are incorporated into the game itself, but it's free to play, so I guess it's just only the, battle royale mode. And it just looks the same to me. Like me, I'm a very big a third person gamer. I love being engaged in a story. I'm not too big on multiplayer. I started getting out of multiplayer, the mode right around the time kids really started hopping on, and it kind of switched over because a couple years back when you would go to play a multiplayer game, there would be a time where you'd only hear like maybe a couple kids, and when you would hear those kids, you'd be like, man, these some bad man. There be these some bad little mother fluffers, man. These little kids shouldn't be on here. And these kids, man, they wouldn't even be cussing. They'd just be sitting there playing, and these kids were like young, and it would only be a couple specs on them. Over the past couple years, it's been just an increasingly large amount on games that are, these kids shouldn't be playing. It's games rated M, 17 and up, and these kids are on it. I got out of it because I'm like, man, I'm tired of hearing these kids. I'm tired of dying and then hearing a little kid talk about, maybe you need to practice a little bit more, you son of a... And I'm just sitting there like, man, if I could just choke to just... Sorry, man, I kind of lost my cool for a second. But man, yes, I'm tired of hearing these little kids on these games that I know these little kids shouldn't be playing, because these parents are the ones that are going out buying the game for the kid and letting the kids sitting there playing it in their room in their own privacy, getting a little microphone, sitting there talking crap to grown men and women. And then the parents get mad at the kid for playing something that they knew when they bought it was not for them. So it irritates me. That's what kind of got me out of the multiplayer scene, was just hearing the kids and just hearing their voices. It takes me out of the immersion of the game. But the thing that kind of I feel like makes Apex Legends kind of overrated is simply because, to me, it just looks like a typical, first-person shooter. I don't see any significant changes from it being compared to Call of Duty, Fortnite. Even though Fortnite is more, a third-person shooter, and the Battle Royale, different fundamentals you can build, all that other stuff. Apex Legends, it just looks like a typical first-person multiplayer game. There's no significance to it. And I know a lot of people brought up the points of that, Apex Legends, the time it takes to kill somebody or down somebody, and you have the ability to revive. You have a lot of fundamentals like getting armor, getting better weapons, having which weapon you choose to have really determines how quickly you kill somebody, or at least down them. When you down somebody, you can't just kill them automatically. Like, they get downed, they can get revived, and even if you kill them, somebody can still collect their tag and like go back to a revival station and bring them back. They'll start from scratch, but at least they'll be able to come back and be with their squad. And you can even do it solo, but if you die, you're dead. But when you're in squad mode, like your squad team can come and revive you. I understand that it's a cool fundamental, it works for the game. However, I don't feel like that makes it a significantly better game than, let's say, a Fortnite or a Call of Duty. It just looks like the same kind of game. Now, what I really value in video games is when developers and people who put all the work into making the game pay a lot of attention. They're very meticulous when it comes to, the small details in video games, like the way clothing fits, the way it's supposed to hang, the way hair looks, the way it's supposed to move like in real life, the way dialogue is, the way people hold the weapons, the way the hands look, the way the hands move, the depth of field. Me, if I'm standing here and I look down, I can see my chest, I can see almost right up here. If I look down far enough, like right here is where I can see myself. I hate when and when it comes to first-person shooters and first-person games, when you look down and all you can see is nothingness, you can't even see your feet. What person can look down and can't see their body, or let alone their toes or their feet? you know, like, I don't understand that aspect of when people and these developers are making these games. When you look down or you're looking around, you can't see yourself. It makes you feel like you're just floating and you're just there. You're just a pair of eyes and hands that are holding something, a gun, a pipe, pause, or a piece of wood, a weapon or something. Like, you have to be able to see who you are. And plus, me, I'm a big fan of creating somebody that either looks like me or looks like somebody that I'm trying to make them look like, or just making a whole new person in general. Like, I like to see who I'm playing as. I don't like to see who I'm playing as and then for the rest of the game, like in the beginning, you get to see who you're creating, and then throughout the rest of the game, you don't get to see yourself at all. But maybe once in a while, look down and see what kind of clothes you have or something. Like, that's stupid. Like, you should be able to look in a mirror, or even if it is a first person game, like, you should be able to customize yourself the same way you would customize in third person, and be able to see what you look like. And even if you can't see your actual face, if you do have that ability to customize your face, at least have that same ability to customize what you wear, and actually allow the player to be able to connect with who they're creating or who they're playing. But it's like, you know, I don't know, I just feel like that would be a much better approach to take than to just, you know, just to throw people inside of a multiplayer game, a first person shooter or whatever, some type of first person game, and just, you know, make them deal with what's already there and not allow them the ability to create who they want to be, even if it is a first person shooter. You know, that's kind of what kind of like also turns me off from multiplayer games and first person shooters, because it's like, come on, man. But what, you know, getting back to the initial topic, Apex Legends, I do sincerely feel like it is an overrated game, because I do not see any actual significant, you know, differences compared to Fortnite, compared to Call of Duty, Battlefield, you know, any other first person shooter game, you name it. Now, I will say that there are some better aspects and some better qualities in Apex Legends, you know, such as the mechanics, you know, how long it takes to kill, to down somebody, to kill them, to deplete their armor, you know, the revival ability, you know, the powers. Now, what I will say is the melee combat, you know, it's, the bullet damage, it seems like it does a lot of, it gets you it gives you progress. You know, I was trying to find the right word, but I say shooting a gun, of course, you know, gets you further than, you know, physically, you know, beating somebody down. But I would feel like, even if you do a melee attack on somebody, I would feel like you should be able to stun them. Like, hitting somebody, it seems like it doesn't really do much damage or even stun the other player. It just feels like, okay, you just hit them and then they turn around and just start blasting you. Like, you go, and then they just turn around and just go blast your whole body away, and you just standing there like, okay, all right, but I just hit him. Oh man, my gun, you know. Like, you feel stupid in a way, like you just hit them, like, and it almost makes, you know, the melee attack kind of pointless, because and the thing is, like, because a lot of people use the Wraith. The Wraith is the one that punches, you know, she does that little, you know, little Muay Thai punch that, and it just, she feel like she holds it for too long, and then it doesn't really do anything. It just pushes you back, and then you have to hurry up and fish for your gun again, and then try to shoot the person before they, you know, finally regain themselves and say, okay, all right, I'm about to blast your head off. You just gonna try to sock me in my jaw? You know, it kind of stupid in a way, you know. So I just really feel like that really could be polished up. Hopefully they update it and really, you know, tweak with the melee attack power, and even incorporate, like, if you punch somebody, if I punch any regular person, even if it is fictional or real life, it should stun them for at least a couple seconds, and then they should be able to regain their senses and be like, okay, now I'm gonna hit you back or I'm gonna shoot you, you know. And I feel like Apex Legends, it doesn't really have that aspect, and especially when these characters are supposed to have abilities and it's supposed to be really high tech, and, you know, it's just, I feel like it's really missing just little minor things like that. Apex Legends, I will say, even though I think it's an overrated game, I do feel like it is a good game. I'm not bashing it. I'm not saying that Apex Legends is a horrible, trash game. I'm not saying all that. What I'm saying is, I feel like it's really overrated. I feel like there's no huge significant difference from let's say a Call of Duty, Battlefield, Fortnite, any other type of battle royale or first person type game. Even though Fortnite is not a first person game, it's a third person shooter game, but still, the fact that it is a shooter game, I don't feel like there's any huge you know, significant difference in this game. I just feel like it's a good game, but it's just, you know, it's overrated, you know. So that's just what I personally feel. Anybody in the comment section, if you agree with me, if you disagree, please, you know, share your opinion in the comment section, or share the video. You know, do what you got to do, like, subscribe, all that. Y'all know the deal. I don't want to sound repetitive on here. I don't know what that was. Just forget I did that. But hey, I just wanted to give you guys my opinion. If you guys agree with me, like I said, share in the comment section. But hey, man, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.